In this lesson, we're going to go over graphing linear functions. So we have a word problem that says a plant is 3 centimeters high on the first day you measure it, which is day 0, and each day after that, the plant grows by 2 centimeters. We need to write an equation that's going to relate the height and the number of days, and then we're going to draw its graph. So normally with functions, we have y is like a function of x, where y is our output, and it varies as x varies. So one common example would be like y is equal to mx plus v. This is a function. So as we change our variable x, our y value changes as well. So in this problem, our height is our output that we want to find, and it's a function of the number of days. And so if we want to write an equation, we'll say h is our height is going to be equal to some function that we have to find out. And so we know that it grows 2 centimeters per day, and we know that the initial height is 3 centimeters. So the 3 centimeters doesn't change from day to day. Like, it doesn't affect anything else. It's not a function of what day we're on, so it's not going to be concerned with like multiplying with our variable of the day. So this is actually going to be like our plus b in our general form. This is where it's going to cross the y-axis. So we can put a plus 3 in our equation because we're initially starting at, on day 0, 3 centimeters. And the 2 centimeters per day just means that we're going to multiply 2 times the day. So we can just say 2d plus 3. And that is going to be our linear function. And so if we want to plot this, we're going to have to plug in some points. So if we have the day, and then we'll have the resulting height. We know we can check to see if this is correct because at day 0 we're going to have 2 times 0 plus 3, which will give us 3, which is correct because we said at day 0 it was 3 centimeters tall. And if we plug in 1 for our day, we get 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And then we plug in day 2, we're going to get 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. This is all in centimeters. And then 2 times day 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So if we look at this pattern, we say each day we are increasing by 2 centimeters, which is what our word problem said, so we know that our function is correct. So if we're going to plot these points, normally our ordered pairs are x, y, but since we use different variables for this, it's going to be like saying h, d, our height, and then our day. Or, whoops, sorry about that. It'll be the day and then the height. So our ordered pairs will be 0, 3, 1, 5, 2, 7, and 3, 9. So if we quick draw out our y-axis, which will just be the height, and then our x-axis will be the day. We have, let's see, this is 5. Okay, so here is our graph, and so we have 0, 3, which will be right on the y-axis, that's day 0. And then 1, 5, it's day 2. Then we have 2, 7, which will be about here. And then we have 3, 9. So this graph isn't drawn to scale, obviously, and so this is just kind of an estimate, but we can see the trend that we want to see, which is that as the days increase, the height increases, which is what we assumed would happen from the beginning. So this is how we would graph a linear function.